stamina. Running now, I close my eyes. Well, I got stamina.
Hey comic book community, Longbox Love Affair here with a Baltimore Comic Con edition of my comic book hauls here. So I just got back from Baltimore Comic Con in Maryland, so that was over the weekend, and I had a 3-day pass, got to all 3 days, did some panels, did some CGCing, and definitely did some shopping. So I'm going to split my haul into 2 different videos. So this video is just going to be all the comics I purchased. So this is my haul, and then I'm going to do a CGC quote-unquote unboxing, showing the books I dropped off for on-site grading. And I have some sketch covers as well that I was able to get while at Comic-Con. So I'll show those at a later date, but I wanted to get this haul video produced. So might as well get to it. Most of the books I bought were $1 or $2. I did have a couple of minor keys that I was looking for, and I found some of those. So this will build, so stick with it, and here we go. So I've been trying to complete my Venom set from the, gosh, when was this, 2011? Somewhere around there, Agent Venom, before they did that awful Space Knight series, which I did not like and did not even collect. So this is, I just have a couple more issues to get. So this is Venom number 4, cool patriotic Tony Moore cover, or Mike McCone cover actually. Venom number 16, Hobgoblin on that cover, and Venom number 17. So also, I found Secret Wars number 1, $2, but not just number 1. I found number 3. I did not find number 2. I know that's the one to find. Number 4. And number 5. Those are just cool covers. These are excellent condition. I was excited to find that. Not sure about this issue, but I've been kind of keeping my eye out for the Frankencastle run. At least the first appearance of him. I'm not sure if this is it. This is Punisher number 11, where they did that ridiculous thing where they turned him into a Frankenstein type of monster. So I bought this, it looked cool, it was $2, why not? Also for $2, I got X-Force number 116, the first Milligan Elred series, where they totally got rid of continuity and brought in these other characters. The only one that's really survived is Dupe, and I don't even like him that much. So I just picked that up because it is a minor key for that run. And then for $2, Ultimate Spider-Man number 5. This is the hard to find one. It's all over the place online. At one point it was fetching $75, I remember. So this is a second copy for me. It's actually a third. I originally had the whole run, sold it, and I recollected the early issues. So that was cool. And then you may have seen in some of my other videos, I've been picking up the Thor Ragnarok run. So that's Thor number 81. That's part 2. I think this is one I don't have. They had a couple other ones, but I just picked up this one. Another $2 book that's worth much more is the Wolverine 80, the first X-23 test tube. I know, what a crazy spec book. Also, just to get New Avengers 23, where Nightwing, or I'm sorry, geez, wrong universe, when Hawkeye becomes Ronin. Apparently there's speculation that that's going to happen in the movie. Also picked up New Mutants, number 86 for $2. Cameo of Cable. It's a really good condition. I love that book. This book I never see in the wild. Cable 75. Cool Rob Liefeld cover. Awesome art inside with him and Apocalypse duking it out. I've only seen this once in the wild, and I bought it. And so this is my second copy. This book, if I find affordable, I will buy every time. I love it. And actually, if I ever meet Liefeld, I'll probably have him sign this, among other things. So I've been looking for additional copies of Totally Awesome Hulk number 3, first appearance of Kid Kaiju. And so I found not 1, but 2 for $2 each. This is an even better deal than my Chattanooga haul, which I just posted like a week ago. So excited to get that. And then I'm really digging the Frank Cho work. and I just met him at the Comic Con, and he also did the artwork for number 4 and number 5. At least the cover of number 5, it looks like. Maybe not. Yeah, he did number 5 cover, but not the interiors, it doesn't look like. So I met Frank Cho, Greg Pak, and got signatures for a bud of mine, which you'll probably see shortly once I send them out to him. So I'm curious to start reading that run of Totally Awesome Hulk. Also picked up another copy of Carnage number 10, When It Rains It Pours. I just got this last weekend as well. So Carnage, Totally Awesome Hulk, I found those last weekend after a long search, and now I'm finding them everywhere. I think I got this for $5. X Factor 5, really great copy. I might have got it cheaper, I can't remember. So that's the cameo of Apocalypse. Kind of cool to have those side by side. There's a book I didn't know existed, Superman Batman number 13. I like finding things I didn't know. And that's the end of the Supergirl run. The light here doesn't show it so well. It's got really bright Turner cover, a dark side on the cover. There was an alternate cover, which is just the Supergirl there. And so I got this for $1. It's not the $4 on the cover, they're dollar bins. So I saw this a couple different places for more expensive, but when I found it for $1, I picked it up, and it's in Mylar too. And also another dollar book, New Warriors number 1. Why not? Really great book. I love that era. Love Mark Bagley, and everything about that is something that I'll pick up. So that's part 1. Moving on to some DC books that I found. Found Justice League number 1. This is second print, I think, maybe. Just a cool alternate Jim Lee cover, and I love anything Jim Lee. Bought that for $2. Number 1 combo pack, sideways cover. I don't know if this sells for anything. I need to look it up. But really cool for the collection. Excited to have that. I've never seen that. I just never see the combo packs anywhere. I never see them for sale. Not even in the store did I ever see them. Number 11, a cool alternate cover digital combo pack. Bought that for $2. I think the normal cover is a blue background or a purple background. Another book I've been looking for is this cool Aquaman Jim Lee cover. $2. I've been finding it online for $5 to $10, and I didn't want to pay it. So my wait paid off. And then a variant cover for $37. And issue 41, the Joker cover. I'm not a huge fan of that cover, but I do like the artist. Jason Fabok, I think. Again, When It Rains It Pours. I found this last weekend. Convergence number 2, Superman. The first Jonathan Kent baby. And then I've never seen this in the wild, although I know a lot of you have. Harley Quinn number 1. I think both of those were $2 each. So that was pretty cool. And then another copy for like $1, Aquaman 19, The King Near Us. So those are fun. There was an incentive table, and among the incentives what was Flashpoint number 1, variant cover. So I thought I'd pick this up. This was the convention exclusive, 2011 or something like that. And then back in the bins, Superman 74, third print. I've never seen the third print, the green logo. So whenever I find different printings, I pick these up. Also picked up, for the first time seen in the wild, $2, Superman Lois and Clark number 8, Jonathan Kent. I think this might be the first quote-unquote Superboy. Scratching my Rob Liefeld fetish, Teen Titans number 27. I have his bookend number 28, so I thought I'd just pick this up again. Green Lantern 43. This is my Jeff Johns Dog Mankey fetish, I guess you could say. Prologue to Blackest Night, and I really love this issue. There's something about it, and I think I got rid of it a couple years ago, and I saw it for $1 or $2, and I was like, yeah, I need to get that again. So that's exciting. Another $2 book, Super Sons number 10. ran into Rag718, and I think I saw in his video he found one of these too. So he and I were hunting side by side at one time. He found some really great deals. So yeah. And then Batman 657 and 658. And I got both of those for $2. I love that white cover. Been looking for the first Livewire in the cartoon books. Haven't found it, but I did find 23, which I think is her second full appearance. So that was great. And then that was for $1. Also for $1, Superman Adventures 66, the last issue. Now, I was super excited to find this because I know this has been selling for like 50 some odd dollars. The only thing is, when I opened it up, there is a dent or a nick or scratch or whatever a little tear. So $1, you can't go wrong. I haven't been a collector of that series, but I thought I would try it out. I may flip it since it's a little defected, but still for $1 you can't complain. And for $3 I got Batman Adventures 36, the last issue of that series, of that first run. So that was cool. So those kind of bookend each other nicely. And then Batman and Robin Adventures #1, just a cool cover. I haven't looked that up yet. Something I've been seeking out is this Wonder Woman 160 for $5. They had 2 of them. I only picked up 1. I went back later and it had already gone. But really awesome Adam Hughes cover. I've been looking for this issue. I haven't been collecting all the Adam Hughes Wonder Womans, but ones that have really stunning covers, and this is obviously one. Should we devote a whole YouTube video just for this one? Or at least all for the Adam Hughes stuff. For $2, Wonder Woman Rebirth #1, the variant cover. This is the Art Germ cover. It does have a little bit of red over on this side, and I think that's just typical for some of these, the color smudging, but $2, it's great, and it helps me fill out that collection of variants. I've been only collecting the variants of the Wonder Woman books, so the Cho covers and the Frizen covers. So I had #1, the regular cover, so here is the Cho cover, stunning, and #2, Frank Cho. Love that. And I picked up #4. That was cover price. Most of these are cover price, or $2. #14 and #20. So all I need to complete my Rebirth Wonder Woman set is #7, and I think that's the first Jenny Frizen book, for alternate cover, I should say. So that's cool. And next up is my independents that I found at the con. So where should I start? So I picked up 2 copies of Sandman 19. I thought this was the Air version. I do not think it is, so I probably should have checked, but I just got really excited because I found 2 copies of Sandman 22, the first Daniel. And so he's starting to make a deeper appearance into the DC Comics lore, and rather than be separate, so was excited to find 2 of those. And then the last day of the con, I found Sandman 69, where he becomes, is it Dream? I used to own that. I didn't really love the series, so I got rid of it, but glad to have it. So those are some Vertigo titles of mine. Also for $1, I found this 4001 AD #1 retailer exclusive. So I thought that's pretty cool. Wasn't sure what that meant. It's in really great condition. I opened it up on the train home, and it's a completely wordless story. So it's the same comic that you buy in the store, but it has no word bubbles, no text. You're just looking at the art, and Clayton Crane's art is killer. I love everything he does here, so that was pretty cool. And then I got this book for free, Faith #1 Gold Edition. This was a gift of the Valiant panel, so word to the wise, if you go to any convention and you're a Valiant Comics fan, go to any of the panels, because at the end of each panel, they give you a code word and say, go down to the Valiant table, and tell them the code word, and they'll give you a gold variant cover. So I picked this up. I did something to it in my bag. It wasn't in my bag or anything, and I did kind of bend it because it's a hard stock cover. So I'm gonna have to press it down a little bit between things, but still, it was a freebie. I'd seen this before, so I got this half off, so it was $3.50. Gwinvincible, so it's a Invincible cover variant for $135, and it's a Retailer Summit exclusive. So that was cool. It's a play on all those Gwen Stacy variant covers that are everywhere. So I got some Spawns. Spawn 97. Oh, is this bent a little bit, or is that just the bag? Oh, it looks like the bag or the comic is bent a little bit. Oh well. Just love that cover. And then for $10, $195 in really great condition. Not the variant, which I used to have and sold it years ago, but $185, the regular. But this variant, or second print, or whatever you want to call it, I found for, I think I found it for $2, $166. So that's the alternate cover to that. If you find that, pick it up. And then I love these covers from the 160s time period, the sidebar. That's pretty cool. So 168, 177. This might be a second print of 193, black and white cover with the Violator on the cover, and then 215. So these all help pick up some of the Spawn collection of mine. And then 237, cool mask cover, almost looks very much like a luchador. So I was excited about that. So we're now to the point where I can show some of the keys that I got. And well, I used to saw those were a bunch of keys, but these ones I splurged on a little bit. So, God Country #1, first print. Been interested in this book, love the cover. We'll probably start reading this, but really great condition. The seller had one for $25 and one for $40. I looked at this one, it was just as good as the $40, so I said, why not? And then I've been looking for this all over. The second print of Secret Adventures 23, super hard to find. Harder to find than the first print, in my opinion. I had not seen it. I was last day of the convention walking around, and I realized my nose had been in the dollar books and the bins. I hadn't been looking up too much. So I looked up on the wall of this one dealer that I've shopped with before at other conventions, and he had it. He said he didn't have it up earlier, that he just put it up that day, so I feel fortunate about that. And that same dealer had this, Teen Titans 89. So I bought these two from him, he gave me a deal, and I appreciated that. I was looking to find some key books on my list, so check them off. Of course, you never really check anything off your list because you still want to see if you can find them again in the wild, but was excited. And then this con, they had a couple convention exclusives. So they had the Dark Knights Metal #1, and that's a foil one, and Dark Knights Metal #2. There's some other ones from all the other metal ones that they had exclusives, but it's not the regular, it's got like a foil background. So was excited to get both of these, and they're pretty affordable, 15 each. And especially with this one, with the first appearance of the Man Who Laughs, I thought that was pretty sweet. So it was an awesome convention, had a great time. This is an 18-minute video, sheesh. So I'm gonna sign off. I have a CGC unboxing that I'm gonna be posting in the coming days, but putting this up, whetting your appetite. So I'm at 200 subscribers. I think I'm gonna do a 250 subscriber video contest. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe, like, comment. Y'all are always so generous with your thoughts. Just really love being part of this community. And hell, I was even recognized by someone at the CGC line, which was pretty cool, and I didn't quite know what to say. So, yeah. So keep it up, everyone. Look forward to seeing your videos. So this is Baltimore Comic Con edition, part 1, out.
I'm free to be the greatest.